It's shockingly easy to sell health pseudoscience. Once I show you, you won't be able to unsee it. Isn't it illegal to sell snake oil? Nope, there are ways. The most important thing to keep in mind is that we're not actually selling a product. We're selling hope. Hope. Wait, can we bottle hope? No, but we can sell the promise of it. Our target customers are looking for solutions to difficult problems. They want to lose weight, look younger, cure incurable diseases. Our product is the miracle they've been searching for, and we don't need to provide evidence. Nope. The trick is to dress it up like science. How do we do that? I'm glad you asked. First, we get them to commit. Offer a risk-free trial or a money-back guarantee. Get them to commit. And what does that do? Once their foot's in the door, they're unlikely to change their minds. People don't like to admit that they've been conned. Okay, next we make unfalsifiable claims. Unfalsifiable, wait, I don't understand. Right? See, science is limited to what it can disprove, but we don't play by those rules. We make claims that are too vague to test, like supports overall health and wellness, or boosts the immune system. Vague. We can also make supernatural claims, create a world of mystery, use words like vibration or energy. Supernatural. Wait, so we can say whatever we want as long as nobody can prove us wrong? Exactly. Also, don't worry about overpromising. Our product reverses aging, cures cancer, improves your love life. Overpromise. The key is to do it with confidence. Pretend that we have all the answers. How so? We are the experts. The real experts are clueless. We discovered a miracle that they all missed. So we just fake it until we make it? Yep, but with a twist. Use really big words like synergistic optimization or quantum healing. Trying to spell that just broke my brain. It's called technobabble. Remember, we're pretending to be scientific, so we have to use sciencey sounding words. Rids the body of chronic inflammation by detoxifying enzymes at the cellular level. Sounds impressive, right? Absolutely meaningless. Technobabble. Okay, now this is important. Tell stories. Stories? Yeah, see, science has evidence, but that's expensive. And quite frankly, people's eyes glaze over when you show them studies and data. A good story trumps any study. Find somebody who claims that our product cured their pet goldfish, or find a celebrity who says, it worked for me. Use stories. And be sure to use logical fallacies. They're a great replacement for evidence. Made from all natural ingredients, has been used for centuries, and by millions. Fallacies. I see. So that was an appeal to nature, appeal to tradition, and appeal to the masses, right? Just because something has been around for a long time or from nature doesn't mean that it's safe or effective. And a lot of people can be wrong. But it sounds convincing, doesn't it? Brilliant. Now we need a front person. Somebody with a fancy title and a nice smile. In a lab coat, obviously. So we basically create fake credentials. It creates an illusion of expertise. Also, we want to create a fake institute, something like Global Health and Wellness Foundation for Quantum Healing. Illusion of expertise. I don't know, this is starting to feel unethical. Now remember, confidence is key. Okay, now one more thing. Someone might be onto us, and they might try to tell people what we're up to, so we need a game plan. If anyone questions our genius, point fingers. The media, scientists, the government, big pharma, they're all greedy and trying to suppress the truth. But aren't we trying to take people's money? You're killing me. Oh, sorry. Criticism is a conspiracy. So we basically play the victim. Now you're talking. That's it? Yep, that's the formula. And like I said, once you can see it, you can't unsee it.